we're going to talk about what sets us apart from everyone else out there in the investment world.
Every single investment that we offer our clients, we invest into. We control the products, we work in the best interest of the clients. We're almost in partnership with our clients. That's what we're doing. We're building long-term relationships, and it's unique. We structure everything as a win-win. So we win, you win, and collectively we're building a business and a platform.
I think someone made a comment going, they've probably only been going around a couple of weeks, they've got very good marketing, the products are a scam, blah, 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 blah. And someone screenshot it to me and said, what do you want me to do with that? I said, well, just leave it, it's someone's opinion. And then, remember, I shared it with you within the hour. There was, I think, 12 of our clients, not aggressively attacking this individual, but literally just stating facts. One was, I've been investing with them for 3 years, paid me every single month. I've been there, I've met them, I've met Christian, I've met Lewis, I've seen their offices, they're as real as you can be. The other one's backed it up. And then I think after like 4 hours, the gentleman's then gone, well, can I book a phone call with someone? So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this. My name's Lewis Hall. Welcome back to the CEO and the founder of the Unique Property Group podcast. Today, we're going to talk about what sets us apart from everyone else out there in the investment world.
It's a great question. And us as a business, we call ourselves unique. Why do we call ourselves unique? Because we are unique.
Absolutely.
It's interesting. Yesterday, I was on the phone. I had a call from an old investor that's been with us a couple of years, and he'd been out there in the market and he'd invested in lots of other different companies in the property investment world.
Yeah.
And he's had his fingers burnt. He got caught up in some outfit. I don't know who they are, but they basically were running some sort of Ponzi scheme, and he lost all his money. And he was also invested with us, and he'd hit hard times because he'd lost all that money and he didn't know what to do. And I said, don't worry about it, don't stress. Everything you've invested with us, I'll just give it back to you. And I did. And he said to me, you are the only people I trust in the property investment world.
I know you're talking about that, yeah.
And I said, why is that? He said, well, because you do exactly what you say you're going to do. You're open, you're honest, you're transparent. Your ethos as a business is exactly what you say you are. And he said, I'm ready now to reinvest. And so he reinvested in, funny enough, our new fractional owning asset, which was great. And I said to him, well, if we're that fantastic, please leave a review on our Trustpilot. And he said, 100%, I'm going to go and do that. So I'm going to chase him up today because I haven't seen that review yet. But so what sets us apart? Well, I think being unique, we address the market in a slightly different way than I think most other companies do. We look at any investment strategy that we're going to get involved with. We do a lot of due diligence in the background to ensure that there are no bad operators that are associated with it. We tend to only really do investment strategies for our clients where we are in full control, so we're not third party. But ultimately, the key element, it's because we talk about win-win, so win for us, win for the client. And a lot of investment firms, it's more about the win, how much they're going to make, not about how much the client's going to make. And we strategically look at each strategy. Firstly, does it work and win for the client? And then does it work for us? Because there's no point if it works for a client and doesn't work for us, because then we haven't got a business. And there's no point in it working for us and not working for the client, because then we won't have any clients long term. So we look at long-term strategies. They may be 3, 4, 5 year terms, but we look at long-term positions with our clients because we'll have multiple different strategies coming out, over the months and years to come. So we want to, when we bring on board a client, and there's a cost to acquisition of getting a client, which is expensive.
It gets more expensive as the days go on.
Exactly, all the marketing, the advertising and so on. We want to look after that client because that client will then reinvest. And I would probably say 80% of the clients we have on board at the moment reinvest.
Agreed.
So that client you've acquired, they're your next best client because they've gone through the process, they understand you. And so for us as a business, we structure everything as a win-win. So we win, you win, and collectively we're building a business and a platform of clients that are dedicated. Recently on one of the social media posts, because every company gets idiots that just throw hate at them, and we just had some people throwing some hate at us. We didn't even need to respond because our clients did. It was on social media and all our clients are jumping in saying,
yes, that was on Facebook, yes.
Yeah, you're totally wrong. I've been investing with this company for over a year and a half, and they're absolutely fine. They do exactly what they say. Who are you to talk about?
Yeah, I think the comment was, so some good points there, and that is pretty much what sets us apart from everyone else. We're very unique. It does what it says on the tin. We're very transparent. I think one of the key points is the investors come first. That when we had a group of investors here or entrepreneurs at the weekend, there's I think 150 people due to come at 2 events over the coming 2 weeks. Every investor that comes to this investment centre is blown away by the fact that we're so transparent. It's an open door policy, but most importantly, we invest in it as well before we get any other investors out there. But going back to that comment, and we get lots of them. We get, again, because we run lots of paid ads, every company gets them, right? We tend to not necessarily ignore them, but if they're personal or attacking us or whatever, we will just delete them and block them, as most people do. Some people, we engage with them for the algorithms, but this one, I think it was at the weekend. I think someone made a comment going, they've probably only been going around a couple of weeks. They've got very good marketing. The products are a scam, blah, 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 blah. And someone screenshot it to me and said, what do you want me to do with that? I said, well, just leave it. It's someone's opinion. And then, remember, I shared it with you within the hour. There was, I think, 12 of our clients, not aggressively attacking this individual, but literally just stating facts. One was, I've been investing with them for 3 years, paid me every single month. I've been there, I've met them, I've met Christian, I've met Lewis. I've seen their offices. They're as real as you can be. The other one's backed it up. And then I think after like 4 hours, the gentleman's then gone, well, can I book a phone call with someone? And we checked the system. He actually had an onboarding call with someone. So it just shows you, I mean, that's just turning it around. But there are lots of people, and I suppose every company gets that. But going back to it, I think that you've hit the nail on the head on all the points you mentioned. What sets us out there from everyone else is the fact that we are unique. Our products are very unique. They're not, you can't go and buy them on Rightmove, for example.
No, you can't buy them anywhere.
And they are based around the investors, and the investors love it.
Yeah, and I think what you touched there, there's a point you just raised there. Every single investment that we offer our clients, we invest into
100%
before the clients do. So we stress test whatever the investment is, but we put our money where our mouth is, and we invest in every single development, every single investment strategy.
Everything we sell.
Yeah.
And we do it. And what a lot of people don't realise is, a lot of people go, well, we do that as well. We buy one, we sell one, we buy a buy-to-let, we sell a buy-to-let. We heavily invest. Every single product, take Dubai. But yes, we haven't launched it yet, but we're in for £750,000. Our time and resources into that will probably hit £1 million. And we've done that 6 months ago. Yeah. And it's still not ready yet, but we want to make sure we understand all the elements of that, because there's a lot of moving parts to it. Own the asset, for example, we've got a small portfolio of them ourselves. We bought those a year prior for us getting involved in it, because we wanted to understand the processes, adapt our compliance to make sure that it was streamlined. Because look, anyone could sell anyone anything. It's all about building systems and a group effectively around the investors and our products, because one, we are heavily involved in the operations, but two, it's all about the customer experience and the journey. Like we had 2 Zoom calls with investors yesterday that have joined our partnership program, and they were like, Lewis, we are blown away by every single person that we spoke to at Unique, from Christian to the sales advisor to yourself. The journey from that initial phone call where they was a little bit nervous, they've never invested before. We don't have Wolf of Wall Street people on the phones, boiler room sort of salespeople. They're all salaried staff. They're there to explain, this is what we do, this is what we don't do, this is the process. And most people, if it's affordable, let's be honest, they purchase. It might not be that day there, they might come back the week after. We don't chase people, but that whole journey from a customer compared to, we're not saying it's right and wrong, we're just saying what we do, right? Compared to ringing most companies, if you told them you got 100 grand, they'll go to war and try and spend that 100 grand. Where if you rang up one of our advisors and said you had 100 grand, congratulations, let's go on to this investment here, it's 15,000, understand? And it's what we showcase is what good looks like. And then when the customer goes through that experience with the compliance, the hard work starts when you sell it, right? But it's understanding, because we have the products and we have the control, that journey for that customer just gets better and better.
Yeah.
And that's why a large, like you said, 80%, I would say probably more, just keeps coming back and back and back.
You know, people that wanted to sell our products to their network, their clients, our partners. But interestingly, what was really interesting is a number of the people that reached out are actually our clients.
Correct.
And they said, look, I'm an accountant, or I'm a lawyer, or I've got a great network. I would love to do this. And start building an investment business myself based on your platform and you as individuals. And I mean, that speaks volumes. You're a client, so you've invested yourself. So almost you're doing what we do. We invest in our own products. You've invested in the product. You love it so much. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. You now want to push that out to other people. And, you know, I said because we had, as you said, a number of people in at the weekend, last weekend, and I said there was 2 or 3 that were existing clients of ours, and I said, we talk about we're not a pushy Wolf of Wall Street sales environment. We just want to sell. We don't really care about the client as long as we get the money. I said, is that true from your perspective and what you experienced? And they said, yeah, 100%. You didn't push me at all. I got great advice. I got the advisor on the phone. I came into the office, and also the phone calls I had. It wasn't about, oh, you need this product. Where's your money?
Correct.
Let's get on with it. It was, does that product actually work for me, what I'm trying to do, my goals, my achievement, where I want to get to in life? And that is what we're building. It's an ethical approach.
Nice to hear, right?
Yeah, very nice to hear, because that's what we've instilled, but obviously we're not on the phones talking
Correct.
to clients all the time.
It was I remember I was sat there with the conversation. There was 3 clients that was in at the weekend. There was, I think, 25 people at the weekend. 3 or 4 of them were, one's a senior NHS doctor or retired doctor, still active in the NHS. One's a solicitor, one's an accountant. We have many, many, many investors, but just sit there listening to them. They wasn't paid to do it. They want to join the partnership program, but for them to sit there and because they all had different advisors, and where I can't remember the lady's name off the top of my head. She explained that she had a phone call with someone, and she goes, "I don't think it's for me," and she was left. And then she come back a month later. She goes, "Actually, no, my circumstances have changed. This is now for me." And the investment advisor talked her through the process. She then come back. She goes, "It's night and day compared to most companies that are trying to, you got to buy this." She was like explaining someone trying to talk her into buying a 9-bed HMO and running. She, what do I want to do that for? Not saying anything wrong with 9-bed HMOs, but it was just really nice to hear investors, one, want to get involved in our future products and our partnership program, but 2, just speak so openly about their experience and what they've gone through. It's nice to hear.
And I think, we talk about we're open, we're honest, we're transparent. I can't think, and I've been in this world for a number of years, specifically the investment strategy world.
Yeah.
I cannot think of one investment firm that would open up the back end of what they do and how much they earn to an existing client for that client to then represent that product. It's a closed door. We're just happy. There is no smoke and mirrors. It is what it says. What we do is what we do. Of course, there's fees. We earn fees. If we didn't earn any fees, we wouldn't be in business.
Correct.
But we're happy to share that with clients who then want to come onto the partnership program.
But don't get me wrong. It's where we both sit here and say it's nice to hear. Yes, it's expected. But some people listening out there might go, "Well, you want to expect that in your business." We do. But those of you that don't know Unique Property Group, we operate at a very, very large scale. We have multiple senior managers, multiple divisions, and large volumes of staff. We don't personally monitor everyone on a one-to-one basis. Yes, the expectations are there, but it's just pleasant to hear when we see the results on a daily, monthly basis, the reviews. I'm extremely proud, as of you, to have 121 back-to-back 5-star reviews, even though people tell us, "Oh, they've got to be fake." Our investors love it. But it's just pleasant to hear that when you put the amount of work that we do in the background in terms of, like, let's talk not briefly on the product, but the product we just launched took us 8 months of negotiations and planning, structure. Yes, we invested in it first, but to make sure that it was 100% perfect. People don't see all of that. No. That costs a lot of time, money, and resources. So when you launch these new products, it's not what most companies do. I'm certainly not going to name any of them whatsoever because this is our podcast, it's about us. But 99% of them, let's be honest, all copy each other. If you go to any leading investment companies out there at the moment, have a look at their products. They're all exactly the same, if not similar. And it's just because a lot of them come to us and we know a lot of them, what their unique selling point is the salesperson on the phone, because they're like, whoever sells first wins. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. We don't have that type of attitude or model. These are the products. If they suit you and it suits your financial needs and you can afford it, 99% of them purchase it, or they say, "Thank you very much for your time, I'll come back to you," because we don't chase people. Where, like what you were saying, most sales companies, you're there to sell a product. They couldn't care what the product is. Most of them jump from the shiny penny to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, just trying to get as much money out of the investor as possible. And 9 times out of 10, those investors are left behind while the others jump onto new strategies going forward. Yeah. Where we don't do that. One, because we're in full control of the product and we heavily invest in it. We don't walk away from anything. We evolve our products as they go forward, and that sets us apart from everyone else. And what we do very well, like you mentioned, we're very transparent, so we showcase that, which we do on social media, and we have an open door policy to our investors. Come and see what we're doing and what we're doing next, and they absolutely love it, because if we put ourselves in the shoes of those investors, which we do, we plan this stuff, it's built around them and we work backwards, and it just works.
Yeah, I mean, I think to summarise what makes us unique, hopefully that has described what makes us unique: the open, honest and transparent. We control the products. We work in the best interest of the clients. We're almost in partnership with our clients.
Correct.
That's what we're doing. We're building long-term relationships, and it's unique.
And that's that for another episode. Hope that helps. On to the next one.